The Grand Prix for IAME Cadet is about to get underway. It's building up here on the grid, and you join us. If you've joined us at a very good time. Pole position is going to be Lewis Werrell, was fourth on the grid in the pre-final and made his way through the field. Lewis, you've got yourself on pole position for the final. Excited for this?
Yeah, I feel really confident looking into the final, and hopefully I can win.
Well, you proved in the pre-final that you can win. You made some fantastic moves in that race. You think you got it in you to go and do the business here?
Yeah, I feel confident in myself that I can win.
And we've got Ollie Rowland here with you as well, running your team, and he's here this weekend as well. Want to do it for him?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, best of luck to Lewis Werrell. We're going to go to George Edgar next, who starts on second place. Young George Edgar, how are you feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, I'm feeling really confident. Just hope I can get a good start and then we'll go from there.
You led a lot of the pre-final, didn't you? So we know you've got the pace to be right at the front there. You didn't quite get the win in the pre-final, but you're on the front row.
Yeah.
Think you can win this?
Yeah.
Well, best of luck, George Edgar there. Let's let him get ready. Our pole sitter in the pre-final was Zach Drummond, finished fourth in this one. You're going to be going off the outside of row 2, Zach. You've won races this weekend. Think you can get another one?
Yeah, I think I can win. It's going to be a hard race. A lot of good drivers here. Quite disappointing in the pre-final, but I'm sure we can make it back up.
We're going to have a very quick word. Good luck, Zach. Very, very quick word. We've not had two winners on one day since 2019. It's only happened once before. It's Ben Barnacle. Noah, you won earlier. Can you do it again?
Hopefully, yeah.
Back 2 wins on one day. You'd be going replicating Ben Barnacle. How would that feel?
It'll be great.
Best of luck. Noah Wolf there won earlier in Honda Cadet. He's going to be trying to replicate what Ben Barnacle did in 2019 when he won in Senior Road Tax in Senior X30. Nigel Edwards there just giving the final instructors to the 2 drivers on the front row. I'm going to go back to up to Henry and DJ. We've had some fantastic winners in the cadet classes. In '96 it was Lewis Hamilton. In 2006 it was Alex Albon. Who's going to be the one in 2021? Off they go.
Well, excellent stuff there, Chris McCarthy. Yes, indeed. Who will be 2021 IAME Cadet Kartmasters champion? Lewis Werrell starts on the front row with George Edgar alongside Noah Wolf, who won the GP plate earlier on in Honda Cadet. As you said, can he do it here in IAME Cadet? Zach Drummond, the 5, the seeded driver. Don't count him out on that second row. Henry Domain and Kip Bolowski on row 3. Jensen Graham and William Murtaugh on row 4. Jacob Ashcroft and Daniel Sofronea on row 5. Aston Sharp and Zach Green on row 6. Morgan Moore and Scott Riley on row 7. Riley Cranham and Henry Carter on row 8. Joe Lewis and Sky Parker on row 9. Archie Lovett and George Davidson rounding out the top 20 on row 10. Finley Buck and Laith Khan on row 11 with Oscar Cartmail and Joseph Murphy on row 12. Harley Hodgson Wells, Jensen Ackerman and Aaron Murphy rounding out the grid on row 14.
21 years ago, it was Lewis Hamilton taking this GP plate. Since then, the likes of Alex Sims, Ollie Rowland, Jordan Lennox-Lamb, Alex Albon, George Russell, Dan Ticktum, Dean McDonald, Alex Quinn, Cian Dewis. The list goes on and on. Who is going to emulate Nathan Tye, who won last year? So we've got one kart stopping on the start-finish line. Oh, it's the number 88 kart of Sam Pollock Racing's Archie Lovett. Archie Lovett from 19th on the grid. His Kartmasters is over.
It's the worst feeling to know that you don't even get to do the race. You know, you've worked all hard all weekend, and then for it to come to the final and it just conks out on you, it's an absolute disaster, and you have to feel for him.
Inconsolable there. And that's what every driver asks. The drivers know, if I don't win, I want it to be down to me. I want it to be down because of the way I drove. I want it to be down to the race. I don't want it to be down to a fact that is out of my hands, like a mechanical, or another driver spinning and crashing into me and, you know, getting caught up by some sort of bad luck. And you just, you know, it's been taken away from him there, his chance. I doubt very much a win, but maybe a top 10, maybe a top 15, maybe just something to end the weekend on a high note. but it's Werrell in the 6. It's Edgar in the 17. On the front row, Johnny Edgar never won this race, but Justin Edgar won 2 of these GP plates.
Lights out, off they go for IAME Cadet. Good start from the front row. George Edgar holds on to that one on the outside, and he'll have the inside line into turn 2. Takes the lead. A couple of drama. Ashcroft off at the side of the road. He comes back on, albeit now all the way down the back of the field. Wolf into 3rd. Drummond into 4th. Down the hill they go. Good start, IAME Cadet.
And they did get the number 88 kart refired. Archie Lovett joins the race at the back of the field. You've got Kart spinning just off the camera there at the exit of the first hairpin. And the number 49 is one of them. That's George Davison for Ollie Roller Motorsport. Number 14, Joe Lewis for Evolve Motorsport is another one. And there's somebody that is still...
It was the 78, Laith Khan.
Oh, yeah, and he's still parked backwards. He's out of the kart now and walking away. Up at the front, however, now we begin to put the pieces into play. Werrell, Edgar, Wolf, Drummond, Domain, Belofsky, Graham, Murtagh, Sofronea. Then Aston Sharp in kart number 11. The number 85, Scott Riley, has made it, the driver from County Meath. Good start from Riley. There's Morgan Moore on the outside there, the PMR driver, losing a place to Daniel Sofronea. Down the hill towards the first hairpin, you can see Edgar leading, Werrell sitting in his wheel tracks. The top 5 concert team together around the first hairpin. Now up the short chute to hairpin number 2.
Good run all the way through this field. You can see now the train effect kicking in. There on your screen, Werrell up into P2, holding on to that one behind Edgar. Edgar again has had a fantastic weekend. He's had a 9th, he's had a 5th, he's had a 2. He wins though on the second day. That is what's given him the boost he needed to lead this final. Out of the final corner, back over the start-finish straight. Edgar leads the way.
There they go, on to lap number 3. New fastest lap for driver number 22, Jensen Graham. Lead change, Werrell to the inside of Edgar, and number 45, Noah Wolf to the inside of the pair of them. From 3rd to 1st goes Noah Wolf, and just, Anthony, when Chris McCarthy was speaking to the drivers on the grid, we spoke to Lewis Werrell, we spoke to George Edgar, we spoke to a couple of others, and we spoke to Noah Wolf. The difference in the drivers between Noah Wolf and the rest of them was clear. You know, the weight has been lifted. Noah's already won a race. He is on top of it. He is bouncing around the place. It's given him that extra bit of confidence. He hasn't got the nerves. He hasn't got the worry about failing because he's already won. Anything else is a bonus.
Yeah, it just gives you that extra bonus there as side by side the 22 as well of Graham, I believe that was. Jensen Graham just behind. Bit of side-to-side jostling, a bit of podding, but they get going again. Albeit a little further down now, the gap's opening up. 11.5 minutes to go across the line. Wolf now leading from Werrell, Edgar, Belofsky, Domain, Sofronea, Drummond, Graham, Moore, Sharp. That's the top 10. Morgan Moore, the 93, up 4 places in this final so far. Keep an eye on the young Irish driver for PMR as they go over the bridge, down the hill.
Well, after the first 3 Grand Prix of the afternoon, 160 different drivers have now won at least one GP plate in the 26-year history of this event. Will Noah Wolf keep that number at 160 for another race, or will one of the other contenders make it 161? There is Drummond, the number 5, coming through. The Fusion karts are starting to pack together. There's the number 93 PMR machine of Morgan Moore in the mix as well. But it's Wolf for Fusion who leads the way.
Out of the complex, through the final corner, over the start-finish line once more. The train still there, longer than ever, from 1st all the way back to 13th. where Sky Parker is right at the back of this. And again, look at that. Wolf defensive. Werrell going the long way round the outside, trying to cut back in, failing to do so, loses second place. And I believe that was Edgar back up into second.
The Fusion Karts are battling for fourth, fifth, and sixth. They're 3 wide. There's 4 of them almost trying to get the same apex, and they all come out on this. Somebody has gone.
Oh, that was Edgar. Is that Edgar?
It's a Fusion
No, it's
kart.
Murtaugh.
It's Will Murtaugh in kart number 16, and he's gesticulating at another driver. So methinks there is another kart off at the side of the circuit. It is, I think that is Morgan Moore. Morgan Moore and Murtaugh have come together. And look at number 85, Scott Riley, still in the mix. Privateer driver Scott Riley from County Meath, the Northern Irishman, is just having an absolute... So where did Scott start? He started on the 7th row of the grid.
He's having a good run. He is at the moment currently P10, up 4 places. Sky Parker now up 7 places in P11. Action here at the front, 3 wide over the bridge, and it looks like Werrell, now the number 6, has managed to take the lead back from Wolf, and Domain drops back into 3rd place. Drummond now into 4th. He's on his own though. He's got no one to work with. Wolf back down the inside, moves back up into the lead. If that keeps happening, Drummond will definitely catch up. Wolf again defensive. Werrell takes the long way round. He'll have to switch over. Domain comes down the inside, side by side for second place. The 2 Oliver Rowland Motorsport drivers touch wheels as they go into the braking zone. But again, Drummond now latching onto the back of this group. He's now going for 3rd place from Domain and can't quite do it. Stays in 4th place, but it's definitely heating up between the 2 teammates.
It is indeed. I do apologise if I said that County Meath is in Northern Ireland. It's in the Republic of Ireland. Don't want to start that off. Yeah. But I mean, I have to say, Scott Riley doing he doesn't race with these guys. We don't see him in the British Championship, so he doesn't race week in, week out with these guys. He's a wild card. They don't know, he comes in with no fear. But the rest of the front runners, they don't know him. He's got to get the front. These 4 are now beginning to pull away. The 2 Fusion karts like bookends the front. Wolf in 1st, Drummond in 4th, Werrell and Domain 2nd and 3rd, Riley Cranham sets the fast lap of the race in kart number 18. One of the men, the driver from Ormskirk. And they're in the 5th place battle going through the number 22 kart. Jensen Graham now up in the 5th position.
Well, these 4 now scrapping. That's allowing that group behind 5th all the way back to 15th to close up. You can see them there being led currently at the moment by, I believe, Graham, or I think it's Edgar now yet who's leading this group. No, it is Graham as they go through. Aston Sharp also just behind as well, but back here with the race leaders. Noah Wolf leading the way from Werrell.
Jacob Ashcroft, meanwhile, is back into 12th position.
Good recovery.
Yep, Sky Parker in the top 10 in kart number 25. Great drive from young Sky. He's having a fantastic run. Here they are, the top 4. Now Drummond is into P3. The Glaswegian, Zach Drummond, chasing Lewis Werrell in the number 6 kart. Have to say, Lewis Werrell, very, very popular member of the Cadet IAME paddock, and he now moves into the race lead. Wolf back to 3rd, or is it 4th? No, Domain tries to make it into 3rd, but Wolf goes into, we're 4 wide up the short chutes. Who is going to come out in front? It's Wolf. Wolf and Drummond into P2, Domain 3rd, and Werrell back to 4th, and look how much closer the chasing pack have got.
Well, it's not close, it's now 1 pack, isn't it? First, all the way back to, I think now, 14th place is just one big group of screaming IAME Cadet karts as they exit the final corner down the start-finish straight. 6 minutes to go, and it's Wolf from Drummond, Domain, Werrell, Graham, Sharp, Bolofsky, Edgar, Sofronea, Riley and Ashcroft, the top 11 drivers. Then it's Carter Parker and then Cranham, the top 14, as they all go through side by side for the lead. Drummond takes the lead from Wolf over the bridge.
And as Drummond was taking the lead, Werrell was taking 3rd place. 9 karts in a train. 5.5 minutes to go. Wolf retakes the lead. Werrell up to P2. Domain to P3. Drummond down to 4th. And Aston Sharp in kart number 11, former Scottish Super Series champion. He is now moving into contention in kart number 11 in 5th position. And they're still battling.
Look at this defensive driving, the two teammates there side by side, Werrell and Domain. Drummond on the outside, he's got the outside line here into Bobby Kane, 4 wide into Bobby Kane corner. They all slot back into position there. Again, more smoke off the tyres for the 6 of Werrell. He's dropped right down the order now as they go through the Mike Wilson complex here. Wolf now has a small breakaway, but that's not good in IAME Cadet because the train will close him in, and if they do it on a straight, they'll fly past him.
Oh, Wolf is used to being the hunter, but he is well and truly the hunted now. I've got to say, still look back at about 9th or 10th place for that red and black number 85 kart. Well, if they're watching in the County Meath Golf and Country Club near Trim, the Republic of Ireland, they're going to be going absolutely off their rockers at watching how good Scott Riley is driving here at the moment. Still got a bit of work to do to catch, to get in amongst the leaders side by side. Oh, in the back, that's Sofrenea up over the back of his teammate.
Is that Ashcroft? Is that Ashcroft as well?
It's one of the Oliver Rowland Motorsport karts. Yes, you are correct, Mr. Jordan. It was number 42, Jacob Ashcroft, because he was last coming out of the first corner, and he fought his way back up into contention, and now he's got it all to do again. Stays in the race, but now well down. We have 4 minutes to go. And it's Henry Domain leading the charge up to, in that second little mini group, in 3rd position. Now, Wolf has got his Fusion teammate Drummond right behind him. They are going to drop anchor and just go.
I'm getting flashbacks to Lark Hall British Championships between these two. Absolutely flying all the way around the track, all the way through the laps until the last corner where Drummond sent it down the inside, and there were side-by-side photo finish. Finished the race 0.004 of a second apart.
What you're saying, Anthony, is that these two have got a bit of previous.
Oh, they've got a bit of previous, definitely. Oh, goodness me. Into and out of the first hairpin, into the second. And again, breaking away. It's starting to form a 2x2x2 out there. 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th as they go through. It's Fusion Motorsport 1-2 from Oliver Rowland Motorsport. Henry Domain in the 65 in 3rd. I think it's actually George Edgar now in 3rd, so could be a Fusion 1-2-3. 2.5 minutes to go into the final corner. Let's find out. This race is far from over.
It took 20 years for a driver to win 2 Kartmasters titles before Ben Barnicoat did it in 2015. And he had tried many times before to do it. The list of double duty wannabes is long and illustrious, but only Barnicoat in 2015 and 2019 has ever done it. Noah Wolf is trying to do double duty for, I believe, the first time. Maybe the second, I'm not quite sure if he tried last year, but could he do it? Not if Zach Drummond or George Edgar or Lewis Werrell have got anything to do about it. What I like about Werrell's race so far is that all the chopping and changing, Werrell hasn't dropped out of the top 4 once.
No, he's still right there behind Edgar. Edgar and Werrell becoming the frenemies that we talk about all so often in the cadet classes, in these trains. They work together, they use each other, they use the slipstream, they use the bump draft to close up to the back of these two, and they have successfully done so. It's now a 4-way battle for the lead across the line. 90 seconds left on the timer, plus that 1 additional lap in through the Bruno chicane, and up the hill they go across the bridge, and it looks like Drummond looking for the lead there. Wolf holds it round the outside, holds onto it as they come back down. That's definitely sealed the deal with Edgar and Werrell now on the tail.
And look back in 5th and 6th position. You've got the Ollie Rowland Motorsport changes, or George Edgar up to P2. But you've got the Ollie Rowland Motorsport number 65 of Henry Domain in 5th. The Fusion Motorsport number 22 of Jensen Graham in 6th. They're not teammates, but they're working teammates like crazy. They're pushing and working together to make it a 6-kart dance at the front of this one with 45 seconds to go. The big guns are firing in IAME Cadet. Is it going to be Fusion? Is it going to be Ollie Rowland Motorsport? The titans of this class are all there. And as they come through the Mike Wilson complex, it is a quartet of Fusion karts, a duo of Ollie Rowland Motorsport karts. And you can see in the grandstands, the spectators and parents are collectively holding their breath as they go under the bridge, out onto the banking for what will be the penultimate time. This is where you write your name in history. George Edgar takes the lead.
He does indeed over the bridge now. Kit Bolowski, the 95, with a 5-second time penalty. Here comes Werrell, here comes Wolf down the inside. Edgar's been left out to dry on the outside. They both go through. Edgar now back into third place. Drummond still there in fourth, right on the tail end as they go through the rest of the pack, slowly catching in as well of Domain and Graham, the 65 and 22 of all 6 of these karts now battling for the lead. The timer strikes 0. Last lap board is out this time around, but who's going to see it first as they enter Bobby Game Corner? Look at the frustration from Graham there, saying to
Domain
go,
yeah,
go, stop trying to defend. I want to catch the top group into the Mike Wilson complex. Out they go, round the final corner. Last lap board comes out. Ring the dinner bell, IAME Cadet, bring it home.
Lewis Werrell made a great move at the first hairpin to split the 2 Fusion karts. If he wins this race, he can look back at that move as the catalyst for it. But Wolf trying to make history. No one has ever doubled up in Cadet before here at Kartmasters. And now he's about 1,000 metres away, but he's going to have to defend. Werrell tucks in, Edgar tucks in third. Around the outside is that Drummond trying to go around the outside in 6th position, but he's been hung out to dry. It is, and now Werrell's running out of room. Werrell's running out of corners. Noah Wolf has got about 3 real pressure points left.
He can't go defensive into any of these corners. He's got the momentum, he's got the pace, he just needs to stay there. If he goes defensive, he does go defensive now. This is where it could all go P-Tong. Edgar there in third, Werrell in second. Noah Wolf is leading as they enter the Mike Wilson complex. There's not an opportunity to do it again. It's going to be all down to scrutineering afterwards. Has he done it? Out of the final corner, it could be 2 for 2 from Ben Barnacle. It's now Noah Wolf who matches the class. Noah Wolf takes the checker flag from Werrell and Edgar.
What a final, what a race. 4 karts cross the line almost as one. Noah Wolf provisionally doubles up at Kartmasters. That was a special, special drive. And as I look down to see the Fusion team walk off the mechanics stand, even the stoic face of Dan Hazelwood has to be brimming with pride at what his young charger has done there. Noah Wolf wins Kartmasters again, and the number of champions remains at 160, not 161, Anthony.
Goodness me. I would say I need to take a seat. I already am. There we go. They come into the pit lane then. They head towards...
Now they come towards the...
Do we get the thumbs up first of all?
No penalties. The man with the iPad who photographs the drop nose cones is going down the leaders, and none of the leaders have had a nose cone penalty. None of the top 4 or 5 make that, none of the top 6. Wow, that is great. That is a sign of what a good race that was, because it was clean as a whistle. Wolf stands on the weighbridge. He'll now get sent off the weighbridge and be told to turn right out to the circuit exit, where he will bring his kart round for his second winner's interview of the day. Here he goes. Ben Moore, our scrutineer, brings Noah Wolf round. It'll be Lewis Werrell in second, George Edgar in third, Joshua Graham finished fourth. Then it was Henry Domain fifth, Kit Bolowski in sixth, Riley Cranham. Great drive from Riley Cranham to come seventh. Eighth for Scott Riley. Scott Riley, the best of the non-Fusion and Ollie Rowland Motorsport drivers. That young Irishman has driven superbly. Well done, Scott Riley. Zach Drummond comes home in ninth place. Sky Parker, the Welsh, The Welsh lady, she has done superbly as well to finish in the top 10. Then it's Daniel Sofronea, Zach Green, Aston Sharp, Henry Carter, Finley Buck, George Davidson, Archie Lovett comes 17th after originally not getting going. Down Ashcroft 18th, then Lewis Cartmale, Joseph Murphy, Hodgson Wells, Ackerman, Morgan Moore after an incident, and then Aaron Murphy in 25th position. And there is some of the marshals again, the boys and girls in orange. Oh, we'll wait now. We'll be waiting to give them the signal for them to bring their carts out onto the circuit. Noah Wolf, you have just made your own little bit of Kartmasters history, and I know Ben Barnacote will watch this because Ben Barnacote watches every Kartmasters, and I will bet that in the days and weeks to come, that young man you're looking at on your screen will get a private message somewhere on his Facebook or his parents' Facebook or something like that, a message from Ben Barnacote saying congratulations, Rob, because Ben knows what this means more than anybody else. And there's Lewis Werrell, again, very popular driver. What a fighting drive he had. And looks like George Edgar will finish in third. There's Jake Walker sat alongside George Edgar. Well, Anthony, what a drive. And there, standing next to Jake Walker, just see going off the camera there, that was Scott Riley. That young man deserves a special round of applause as well, but Chris McCarthy is about to speak to our winner.
Well, we are down on the start-finish line, and for the second time in Kartmasters history, we have a double champion. We'll wait for Noah Wolf to get his crash helmet off. We spoke to him before the race. Let's have a chat to him now. He's just become double champion. Stand in front of the one there, Noah. How does that feel, double champion?
Thanks. It feels great. I can't believe it.
It wasn't an easy race at all, was it? You were under a lot of pressure for a lot of time. You lost the lead at times, but how did you manage to hold them all off at the end there?
Oh, I just kept getting breakaways and getting a bit lucky, and that's the whole part of karting. It's your time.
I think you made your own luck, but of course we know Ben did this back in 2019 in the senior classes. You're the first ever person to do it in the cadet classes. How does that feel?
It feels great.
Well done, Noah Wolf. Who would you like to thank?
Again, my family, my sponsors and my teams.
Well, we have history, our first ever double cadet champion. Well done, Noah Wolf. Give him a round of applause. Well done, Lewis Werrell. It was a very, very close race. Second place in the end. You must be happy to be on the podium.
Yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm really annoyed because I started on pole.
But you fought all the way to the end. You fought as hard as you could, didn't you? You led it at times. It was very, very close. Any one of the three of you could have won, but second place still must feel good.
Yeah, it feels good, but I think I could have got first, but yeah.
I know there's going to be plenty more opportunities for you, and I'm sure you're going to be standing there one day. Who would you like to thank for this weekend, though?
My mum, my dad, my granddad, ORM, Oliver Rowland, Shane McFadden, and yeah.
You never gave up. I'm sure Ollie's going to be proud, and your parents as well. Lewis Werrell, everyone, second place in Kartmasters. Give him a round of applause. Fantastic stuff. And George Edgar, we have another Edgar on the podium. How does that feel?
Yeah, I'm really happy to get on the podium.
And you dropped quite far back at one stage, but you managed to get up there right in the last stages, didn't you, and work your way through?
Yeah, I just managed to get back through at the end with all of the crashes and stuff, but just really happy.
Well, you fought your hardest, didn't you? You must be really pleased to be on the podium.
Yeah.
Another one of the Edgar family on there. Who would you like to thank?
My mum, my dad, and everyone at Fusion Motorsport.
Well done, George Edgar. Well done. Give him a round of applause. Third place. I'd say a win's going to be on the cars in years to come there. Well done to Noah Wolf. Double champion, and just as the IAME Cadets are going to leave the track, Junior Road Tax is making its way down.
Now, on to our next group, IAME Cadet. So, again, another incredible group of drivers and another incredible achievement by one of them. But we shall start with our third place driver. A huge round of applause, please, for the number 17 Fusion Motorsport driver, George Edgar. You got a spring in your step there, George. Well done. Get up on that third place spot. There you go, Mr. Chris Walker. It's all yours now, George. Well done. On to our second place driver. The two teams always battling it out. Huge round of applause, please, for the number 6 Oliver Rowland Motorsport driver, Lewis Werrell. There we go, Mr. Chris Walker with those photos. Now, on to our race winner. Again, we've already seen him on the podium. Again, another 2 times in one day winner. Round of applause, please, for Fusion Motorsports 45, Noah Wolf. And again, presenting the GP plate and some nice tyres and a big plot of cash, James Mills. And of course, a ticket for those lovely GP plate gloves. Now, no, we've already spoken to, but I guess we're speaking to again. Different race. You looked a lot happy. Speaking to Chris at the start of the race, you seemed very ready for it, didn't you? You're just like, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
Well, yeah, neither were we. You absolutely fantastic, a great drive all the way through. And again, just from that top there, you now match Ben Barnicoat as one of the only other drivers to win 2 GP plates in one weekend. It must be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
Again, anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, my family, my sponsors and my team.
Excellent stuff. Another, please, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for IAME Cadet. Get them champagne bottles ready. You've already done through this once. No, you should be happy and you know what you're doing now. Oh, you know who we're getting here. Brace yourself, folks. Champagne! God, George. Oh, he's after. Oh. Try not to break the trophies. Well done, guys. Don't forget your trophies. Come on back. Don't forget your trophies and your flowers. Well done, Lewis. Right, now we go on to our special awards for the Kartmasters weekend, and we start with the Bruno Ferrari Trophy. Now this goes out to an IAME Cadet or X30 junior driver from the Ferrari family as the selector. Can we get a huge round of applause, please, for junior X30 number 11, Marcus Luzio, winning £100 donated by the Ferrari family. Yeah. Grab your trophies. Where's Mr. Chris Walker? That's a big old trophy, that is. Can you lift it? And presented, of course, yes, by Mr. Steve Miller. Forgot to mention that bit. I won't forget the next one. Promise. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Of course, well, an excellent result there for Marcus Luzio. Of course, a very tough race, gaining several positions in the final, of course, gaining up 16 places to get almost onto the podium after a very tough weekend. So a great result there for Marcus Luzio. On to now our second special award. We present the Tony Hanley Trophy, and this will be presented by Mr. Nigel Edwards, who joins us on the podium now. A Honda Cadet driver who has shown resilience, perseverance and determination over the Kartmasters race weekend, is selector of the Clark team, and a huge round of applause. And wins an RI CK6 helmet as well, custom one. It's a courtesy of Project One. Thank you, Mr. Nigel Edwards, thank you. Huge round of applause, please, for Honda driver number 23, Aris Majuskas. Exceptional resilience. I suspect. Lovely big trophy, that one. He's just coming up now. Excellent stuff. Round of applause, please, for Aris Majuskas. Right, on to our next trophy, the Nicholas Lewis Trophy. This will be presented by Danielle Short, who comes up now. Now, this trophy is towards a Junior Max driver posting the fastest lap of, or in, the Grand Prix this weekend. And that will go to the number 4 Junior Max driver, Sam Gornall. Fastest lap all weekend. There we go, in Junior Max. And, of course, winning a 2022 Trent Valley Kart Club membership. I need to get me one of those. Excellent stuff. Well done there to Sam Gornall. We head now to our next award, the Delta Raceware Award. Now, this award will be awarded by Theo Makuris here, who unfortunately didn't take part this weekend, which is unfortunate. Your first one you've not taken part in, is it, Theo? So this, of course, goes to the driver gaining the most places in their Grand Prix. And that award goes to a familiar face, Honda 23, Aris Majuskas. A look of surprise on your face there. Did you not know you'd gained the most places in your Grand Prix? Again, presenting the award, Theo Makuris. That's definitely one you don't want to drop. And a custom-designed race suit donated by Delta Raceware as well. So with a new helmet donated by Project One, you got a new race suit as well. You know, you got a full kit. Now, we move on to our 5th special award. This one is the Spirit of Kartmasters Award. I say I like the sound of that one. It will be presented by Danielle Short, and it was the selector, Danielle Short, as well. The driver who has portrayed great spirit during the course of the Kartmasters weekend. Big round of applause, please, for Minimax driver 37, Reg Hayward. Reg also winning the KartSim software donated by KartSim as well, so you can practice those laps around the track as well while you're at it. Big smile, come on, you can hear everyone there. Excellent, round of applause please for Reg Hayward, Spirit of Kartmasters Award. Again, presented by Daniel Short. Now, on to our final special award. This one, well, this one's a biggie. It's the Driver of the Day award, and it will be presented by Mr. Nigel Edwards with his daunting clipboard, who he hasn't got now, which is good because he's not as threatening without his clipboard. And, of course, getting the entry and practice to all 4 rounds of the Autumn Cup here at Trent Valley Kart Club. A huge round of applause, please, for Junior Max driver number 40, Jamie Perrelli. Has he bolted? Oh, dear me. We were on such a good record. We were doing well, weren't we, Nige? No, he's gone. Well, excellent stuff. Well, the award will go to himself. And, yes, we thank... There we go, Nigel. You get your photos there. Well, again, excellent stuff. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you have all enjoyed Kartmasters 2021, of course, sponsored by Redline. Nigel, you've got a word?
Big thank you, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the podium. We're nearly back to normal, not quite, but brilliant. Great to see you. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Great words there from Neil. And again, thank you very much, guys. Have a safe drive home. And now, photos, I think, are going to start, aren't they?